Hi beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ayoola, and if you're seeing my video for the very first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know you're an answer to prayers. Thank you for always coming back. Okay guys, I'm a YouTuber based in Texas, and today I'm very into makeup. Like, yeah, I even learned how to do makeup at some point, so I might qualify as a makeup artist that is not practicing right now. Anyways, so I saw this trend. It's a very old trend, extremely old, because all the videos I saw from it were like 6 years ago, 4 years ago. Today I decided to try it out. I'm going to be doing my makeup without a mirror while we gist about all the things that have happened this week. So this week has been a pretty long week, both on social media and in real life, and some things just really caught my attention, and I said I was going to talk about it. So I have no idea what I'll be doing. I've never done my makeup before without a mirror. If I'm looking like this, I'm not looking at any mirror in my front. I'm using my back camera to film, so I can't even see myself. So I'm just going to pick up each step by step and hope that Lord guides us through this process. I would like you to rate my my end products when I'm done. And basically, that's all we're doing in this video. Makeup without a mirror. Let's dive right into the video. First things first, I'm going to be going in with my foundation. I already put moisturizer on my face this morning because I was looking like Snow White, so I had to do that. But I didn't put primer. Let me just put primer. That's basically, I'm not doing any funny skin prep because I don't even know what the outcome of this video is going to be. So why will I do any funny skin prep? But the primer is not even priming today. It's going to be alright. Anyways, let's dive right into it. So first things first that caught my attention this week, yeah, has to be, if you're from Nigeria, you will know this. I'm sure all the Nigerians I know. See, I'm waiting to just see my face before I do it. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. God have mercy on me. I hope this does not turn into something amazingly crazy. Anyways, if you're from Nigeria, you know the story of the Nigerian chef that was trying to, first things first, God is so faithful. I just want to say congratulations to our very own, because now she's everybody's own, honestly. She's like, the full Nigeria owned her, and that's the baci. I would like to say like congratulations to her. If you don't know, she just broke the record for the longest cooking time in the world, and she's certified by Guinness. So did I hear a round of applause? I heard it. Anyway, she's certified by Guinness and she just broke that record, and I'm very proud of her. I'm like, dreams are valid. I'm inspired by her, so to say. So the week she did this last month. She did this challenge last month and she cooked for a total of 100 hours, but according to Guinness, they only recorded 93 hours out of her time. And for over a month, they've been verifying her document. God, what am I doing? They've been verifying her documents to make sure that she actually passed the hour. But unfortunately, they came back and told us that using setting spray, that because she took extra time during her breaks, they are only going to certify her for, I like to use brush these days because my beauty blender honestly is just not doing the job for me these days, and I think I just need a new set. I think that one is just worn out. So they said because she took extra hour, she's not going to be awarded the certificate for 100 hours, but be awarded for 93 hours. I don't know what their calculation system was, but that is it. And moving on, another thing that definitely caused an uproar on the social media this week was our very own. She's a Nigerian, so no matter what she did, she's still our very own. Nigerians don't throw their own away, because I know people still supported her. Is Chef Dami. So she's a young chef, a 300 level student of the Federal University of Oye Ekiti. So she's a Yoruba girl. Her name is Dami, and she decided to wake up one morning and said, okay, so you see our record that Hilda broke. I'm going to break the record, like overturning the break. So she's going to also break the record. And in her defense, she decided that she wanted to do this while Hilda was not even yet awarded the certificate. So this means you are going to do something when the person that first did it has not even gotten the recognition that she deserves. Honestly, me, I have tried my best. Every time this argument came up with my friends, family, I've always tried my best to look at it from maybe Chef Dami's point of view, like what was she thinking point of view. But honestly, every time I try to think from a point of view, I get bashed. Like, not bashed, like I get no matter what I'm trying to say, she was wrong to have even attempted, because the other, oh Jesus, I need a mirror. Because the other person has not even been recognized. I hope what I'm doing. People should just be telling me in the comment section, this foundation blend, did it blend? Okay, I hope it did. Anyways, so I just hope. So moving on, when I first saw it, I was just laughing, because first off, it looks like something that was not properly prepared for. It looks like a very rushed through thought, honestly. Because first off, why would you want to break somebody's record and you're going below the person's standard? Like, we all saw what Hilda did. This is a new highlighting. We all saw what Hilda did. Hilda went all out to make her dreams come through. First off, I'm not sure this is ever Chef Dami's dream. So she was just trying to. Then I saw some comments that I don't know. It was just a really bad idea altogether. But I'm not saying don't follow your dreams, or the sky is not big enough for everybody to fly. Of course, I'm not even the owner of the sky, so it's big enough for everybody to fly. So you can fly all you want. My own is, don't do it at the detriment of another person. Or at least if you are going to do that, come correct. Do it right. Like, go all out. Actually, oh God have mercy. Actually do it correctly. Like, either you beat what the person has done, or you don't even try at all, or at least just do something right. Not coming with mediocrity. Like, you are now mediocre about it, you are going far below standard, and you expect that people should support you. Then another thing I also don't like was the way people were trying to objectify Hilda and say because she looked a certain way, that's why people supported her. No, people supported her originality. People supported her dreams that she has built over the years, that she has nurtured, that she has actually taken out time to grow. That's what people supported. People didn't just support the fact that she was cooking for 100 hours. People supported the hard work, the behind the scene hard work that went into it, the thought. Oh Lord have mercy. People supported the thoughts that went into the process, not just her. And honestly, I think a lot of people try to think about the end result as against thinking about the, oh Lord have mercy. A lot of people try to think about the end result as against thinking about the process. Me, I'm the person that always say process is as important as the result. See, I'm not one of those people that takes things like step by step. Sometimes I just do everything together, but I do it to achieve the right result. But I think it is very necessary for everybody to know that processing is very important. The process of a thing is as important as the end of it. That's the only reason why I like mathematics. I don't like mathematics. Like, the only reason I actually can pay interest in mathematics is the fact that it is not a one-way traffic. Like, once you miss the answer, you miss the total question. No, they mark you step by step. And thinking about it, and I think that was the basic lesson Max was trying to teach us. I'm done blending. Or should I do this again? I'm done blending my highlights here. I think it's time to contour my face. And I had this foundation that broke, so I poured it into my spray can a few months ago. So yeah, this is what we're going to use to contour our face, because they mark a process and before they get to the final answer. So sometimes whether you get the final answer wrong or not, you still get a point for effort. So that's all I'm saying about this Chef Dami situation. I think it was just a well chaotic situation. It wasn't thought out at all. It was a rushed process. She saw somebody else's dream and she decided that, oh, okay, I also cook. But thinking about it from Chef Dami's own point of view, because I try not to be a judgmental person. So seeing where she's coming from the point that if somebody can do it, I can do it too, which is not a bad spirit to have, honestly. I believe there is nothing new in this world. We are just recycling what other people have done. That's just what we are recycling. We are just turning it to make it better for ourselves, which in all fairness is not a bad thing. Like, you see old trend coming up again now. It's not because there's no new thing to think about. A lot of people just believe that, oh no, there's one somebody I've done before, let me just build on it rather than starting up a new thing. But the major offense in what she did is that, see, even the Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. Did I put in this space? I don't even know. Okay, whatever. Wisdom is profitable to direct, yeah? So I think what Chef Dami did wrong was, Chef Dami, I don't like the fact that people keep saying Chef Dami of Ekiti. Like, it's sketchy. I'm not from Ekiti, but I know people that are from. So it's sketchy when they are trying to attach it, but I understand. That's what she came off as, and that's what she introduced herself as. So it's fine if people think that way. So I think his wisdom did not come to a good play in Chef Dami's situation. It was a rush work. Whoever pushed her into it, they didn't prepare well for it, and it's sad because she got all that backlash. And whoever it is that is in the background cheering her on was not backlashed. So anyways, she finished her 120 hours. I don't exactly know when she started, so that's another thing. Her timing, she wasn't properly announced, so nobody knew. I'm not sure I know exactly when she started, but people on the streets of people on the streets of TikTok and on Instagram have been saying that her timer was not correct, like she was not doing the timing right. So according to my calculation, 120 hours should take you 5 days to finish cooking. That's what my calculation says. That's what my maths says. Now, if she's been cooking for 120 hours, she's supposed to finish cooking on, I'm going to be using my lipstick for blush. That's what I do. I don't even bother myself to look at any blush. So blush is supposed to start from somewhere here now. So I guess we are doing the right thing. Anyways, so I don't think it's right that you are supposed to cook for 5 days, but it seemed like she cooked it for 4 or 3 days, and I don't know what their maths was. Excuse me. I don't know what their maths was, so I don't know how possible 120 hours can be completed in a few days as compared to it being completed. I actually use my beauty blender for blush to blend out my dissing, but I can't even go and pick it up now because I didn't even bring it back to this setup. So I don't know how you completed 120 hours. It's still a mystery to most Nigerians, including myself, how you completed 120 hours in less than 5 days. I don't know. And I also heard that her life was going off. So this is what I'm saying about preparing. If you prepared properly, you probably won't have to, your life feed, your live video won't have to go off in the midnight at any point in time. At every single point in time, for Hilda's own record, people knew what was happening. People saw her. Even during her rest break, it was properly documented. So if you are also trying to do the same thing, why are we not seeing you at night? It's crazy. And I believe that people that are saying the sky is big enough for everyone to fly, I understand where they are coming from. It's not a new idea. Somebody had the record before Hilda, but it is only appropriate. Hilda waited for this person's own record for 5 years. I'm not saying people can make it faster. Because somebody did it for 5 years doesn't mean that you can't do it. I'm going to set my face now. Because somebody did it for 5 years doesn't mean that you can't do it for a lesser amount of years. In fact, people do these things longer because they don't know better. And if you can say, okay, me, I can prepare in a month and I will get it right, then come correct. That's what I'm saying. Just come correct. Don't come here and do something lesser for us. So all I can say about your damage situation, honestly, is that it was a whole lot of bad timing. Nigerians are one of the most supportive people in the world. No matter what this experience is making us think, when people are saying, Nigeria, my people, now so and they do and all that, I don't think it's right. I think Nigerians are actually very supportive. But at the same time, we've supported mediocrity for too long that people are now tired of it. Like, people don't want to see, we've supported all the people. That's the next gist I'm even about to give is about mediocrity and all that. And we've supported it for too long that now we are now trying to tell ourselves that see, and we've been disappointed on all the occasions that we've supported mediocrity like that. So now people are not trying to support anything that seems to be mediocre anymore. People are trying to stand their ground that if you are supporting you should totally know what you are doing. And that's why, as supportive as Nigerians can be, they are also the most brutal set of people. Oh Lord, Nigerians are brutal. I think this should help me get my nose better. Nigerians are very, very brutal. They don't care. If you don't come correct, these people will set you straight. That's my people. They will literally set you straight. Like, Baba, you're not doing the right thing. Anyways, that was all for Chodani. I wish her all the best. She's currently done, and the last time I checked somebody's channel who was actively uploading about the event on TikTok, I realized that he was saying his fears have come to pass, and Chodani did not inform Guinness before starting the cookathon challenge. So this means the people she's trying to get the certificate from, she couldn't get it, and she didn't inform them that she was even going on the race, which is part of the requirements. You're supposed to tell Guinness that, okay, I'm going to contest for this thing, people will be aware that I'm doing this thing. They probably will even send down their officials. Honestly, if she had probably prepared better, she would have known that Guinness expects to be told about it. And so for this, therefore, and I don't think Guinness is allowing anybody attempts to break the record for another few years till, I think in a few years they will allow other people to break the record. Anyways, what I have to say to Guinness is that it's unfair. Like, people took out 7 hours from our baby girl's record, but at the same time, thank you for giving her the award. We are grateful that you finally recognized her hard work, and it took you so long, but you are here now, so thank you. Then for Dami, I'm happy that she has gotten the attention she wanted. I hope she uses it for something great. I hope she actually rides on the wave of this, because trust me, this wave, Nigerians know how to put you on a pedestal and drop you real fast. So now that the cookathon has ended, they might really just forget about you, honestly. Like, you probably come up in conversations of bad ideas, like things not to do. You probably come up in that conversation. I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be anything. I'm not a hater or anything. I'm just saying, she probably come up in those conversations, but trust me, that will be the end. Except she wants to keep trending for a long time and keep doing things that will make her trend. Trust me, Nigerians are done. They are done. Like, they really didn't like what we did, so they are done. I don't know what's wrong with my throat though, but I'm going to just powder up my entire face now. I hope I'm doing this thing correctly. I feel so proud of myself, but I know half the time I'm very rubbish. Let's just blend. Anyways, I know Nigerians are done. And I just hope she rides on this wave and gets something out of it for herself. At least so that all the effort will not be in vain. Moving on, another thing that caught my attention this week on social media has to be the Happy Boys. So if you don't know them, they are the boys that worked in Chicken Republic, and they danced, and somebody, I think Chicken Republic laid them off that they were insubordinates in their place of work. Which, if you think about it now, really, are you supposed to be dancing when you are working? It's good to have happy time, but when your happy time interferes with your day's job, you literally have 12 hours in a day. Honestly, you have 12 hours. You have 24 hours, sorry. But now, in that 24 hours, you have maybe 8 hours to work. What will it take you to actually just do your job the way you're supposed to do it? And why are you dancing when you're supposed to be working? I still did not get the rationale behind what they did. I'm not with my beauty blender, so I'm using this my powder phone to bake. I don't understand what the rationale behind what they did is, but whatever it is, it just didn't sit well with me. Anyways, they moved past it, and luckily for them, they were also recognized. Nigerians went all out and was saying they're just trying to be happy, and can we just let them be happy? So, no wahala na, happiness it is. They were happy, and somebody reached out to them that he wanted to sponsor them to school, a pastor. See, one thing I will never do is talk about a pastor online in any type of light. I believe that however they seem to present themselves, they are servants of the Lord. It's for them and for God to judge. I have no right to bash any pastor or anything like that. In fact, that's like a no-go zone for me. I'm never gonna go there. Like, even in a discussion where people are actively bashing or talking about a pastor, I just try to remove myself. If I'm trying to explain to them that, see, these people are servants of God, no matter how you feel about them, it's between them and God. It's not between you and them. So I use this powder to do my brows because I've not seen the kind of brow pencil I want here, or at least I've not gone to beauty store to even look for it. Let me not say I've not seen it. Anyways, I'm going to be doing my brows now, and this is the most sketchy part. I've never in my life tried to do a brows without what's it called? Without mirror. Without mirror, and that's what's going to happen this one. I'm going to do my brows without a mirror. And so the pastor picked them up and sponsored them, and decided to sponsor them to go to school in Cyprus, which for me was one of the best opportunities they could ever come by. So they went to Cyprus, and now on getting to Cyprus, I think whatever it is that happened, and the pastor couldn't continue funding. Oh Jesus! The pastor couldn't continue funding them, bankrolling them, and they started asking the pastor for money. He wasn't coming through, and now they came to the internet to bring it all out that the pastor cursed them, and they are never going to make it. I don't think it was morally right to have cursed anybody, but at the same time, let them know what happened. And the pastor truly know where he pinched him. Plus, the pastor said that the economy was bad, which we can all agree. The economy is bad, so you don't expect him to be funding you. But he promised them to fund them. So, economy bad, economy no bad. These boys. This is the shortest time I've spent on the brows my entire life. I have no idea what I did, but I did it anyways. So the pastor could not fund them, and they now came out and said pastor cursed them. They were angry, and the amazing thing that they said was that pastor was using their glory, or so to say. First of all, this is what you get for supporting things that are honestly should be left unsupported. Not that I don't want those boys to blow. It's only God that knows where your helper is, and I'm currently waiting for mine to just come and help me. My own helper. My helper is the Lord, and I'm fine with that reality. That all my help comes from the Lord. So now pastor has come out to say they should come back to Nigeria. Come back to Nigeria and come and school, because he cannot afford to send them to school online, which for me was the best resolution they could come up with. At least that's pastor telling you that. I still want to sponsor you people. I'm sorry for cursing you people. We should come back home. But I'm not sure those boys want to come back to Nigeria. You know, when you have tasted life in another place, they did not tell you to come back to where you used to be. And maybe they don't even trust the pastor enough to actually keep his word and sponsor them when they come back home. So, whatever their family problem is, God will help them to solve it. That's all I can say. The only thing I know is that we should try to reduce the way we actually support mediocrity. We should reduce it, because if not that you supported mediocrity, and you should have actually, if you wanted to send those boys to school, another thing to have done is, you don't know their background. It's okay to have sent them to a school in Nigeria, or at least to a school that you can personally monitor what they are doing. Because I think, according to the gist on the streets of the internet, it's saying that those boys are not doing, like, they're not making the papa proud. I think in their education, they're always in the club, they've gone to, they did tattoos, which honestly is very relative. It doesn't determine that you're a good person, whether you do tattoo or not. Just moral standards that are different. But pastor and his cohorts they've scattered whatever it is their relationship was. Honestly, I don't know what to do with my eyeshadow, but I'm going to play around with colors. Anyways, Pastor Absha removed hand from their matter and said if they really wanted to study, they should come back home or go back to Benin Republic, and it's going to be able to help them continue their education in those areas. And that's the end of Happy Boys and their gist. What do you all think about their story, though? Like, what's your take? What's really your take on it? I know it's their life and their business, but do you think what they did was right, calling out the pastor, or really forget it? Forget I asked. I don't even want to know. Let's just wish them all the best, because I know the uproar discussions about pastor can bring, and I'm not. This is not my channel. Is not. That's not what we are doing here. We're not here to be the moral judge. Us calling now. I'm not here to be the moral judge to whatever anybody does with their life. So, although we should do something right with our life and let God take charge, but at the same time, they'll be alright. Be alright too, because everybody have their baggage that they are dealing with. So that's like the two really juicy news that happened during the week. I hope I'm getting somewhere with this makeup shower, because I'm spending my entire energy. This is not how I do my makeup. I honestly will not do this, because I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm not going to fix lash. If you are thinking I'm going to fix lash, ditch that thought too. I'm not fixing lash, because that would be the most horrible of the horrible. Oh my goodness, I could not put something in my eyes. Okay, it didn't enter. I won't do this liner properly. Let me just do small that I can do. Anyways, how is it coming? Let me know. What do you think about my makeup? Am I doing it right? Am I satisfying my curiosity? Oh, you know I'm baking my face, right? We'll come back to that later. Let's do our lipstick and probably round up this makeup that I am doing. This. So I'm going to be doing nude lips, because that's the easiest thing that I can come by. I hope you enjoyed this video, not to say the least. I hope you do. And I hope you enjoyed all the gist I brought for you before and my take on those gists. So, another thing I was going to talk about was definitely the wedding that made the wedding of the century. So it was just last night. I didn't know anything like that was going on. In fact, I don't used to know when anything is going on social media. It's my sister that used to tell me. And the truth is, I'm almost always on my phone, which is a very bad habit, and I'm trying to I'm trying to avoid being like on my phone all day. And I still don't even used to see what is going on. So what's even the use of keeping my phone in my hand? Is the woman that did 20 million naira cake for a wedding. My take on that is, in this life, I will never be poor. I will never ever be poor, because what? Do you know what 20 million naira is? And this is not the wedding budget. This is cake, cake, cake budget. And I say people have money. People definitely have money in this country. In our country, Nigeria, and this country, people have a lot of money. And I just wish they can use the money for better things than they are doing. But so they have money, it's their money, they can do whatever it is. So this woman got married, and the wedding, I don't know if it's the ceremony that is now bringing the uproar. I think the wedding is being under scrutiny about, I don't know if she married somebody else's husband or they are divorced. Whatever the story is, I'm focusing on the wedding because for me, I'm just going to blend out my powder now. For me, that was it. Like, the wedding was a lot. Did you see the cake? The cake was massive, like mad massive. It was like a life cake and everything was edible. Her dresses were crazy, like glitz glamour dress. So like, we are not here to joke kind of dress. That's what this woman wore for this wedding. Like, here, me, if I have that money, I most likely won't spend it on the wedding. But this is me just being me, honestly. It's too outrageous for a ceremony. They even invited artists. I think according to, I was trying to gather more information on the wedding, and I realized I did that wedding for 4 days. So, because I was asking my sister, how did she wear 15 dresses? As in, wedding is stressful. People are making noise. Everywhere is crowded. Everywhere. I'm not saying I don't want a big wedding. No, I want a fantastic. In fact, I used to say that my wedding is going to be a carnival just because I'm the last child of 6 girls. And I know everybody in my house, they're married. And I know that, okay, when they're coming for my wedding, it's like one of the last major parties that we would probably have to do together. Like, we'll do a lot of parties together, of course. God was being our strength in our family and okay. But I'm saying like major events that is going to happen will be my wedding, and I've been saying, oh, it's going to be a carnival. But now as I grow older, I'm thinking, is it really worth it? Do I really want a wedding like a carnival? Like, it should make sense, like you want a wedding that is a carnival. Why don't you use lip gloss and lips? Like, makes sense for me to say I want a carnival wedding and all that. And thinking about it now, absolutely not. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I've always been the do you folks. If a wedding like a carnival is something you want, my dear, do you. So long as you have the money, it's not that you will finish wedding and the designer will be dragging the owner and you will be dragging designer. This is my bronzer. It's what we called my blush bronzer. I'm just going to use it to blush my face out to give it definition. So I'm like, do you, but at the same time, this that this woman did was a lot though. I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her. Congratulations to the newlywed though. Yours shall be among the best. But mommy, please, in case you're looking for somebody to sponsor and bank, I'm available. I'm not even proud about it. I'm available. So this my Huda Beauty bronzer set has a mirror in it, and I'm done with my makeup now. I like you guys to rate me. The only thing I've not done, oh, it doesn't even have a mirror. Okay, I mistook it for another one that has a mirror. So I'm just going to use it now and wrap up the makeup, then actually do my big reveal. I don't like my bronzer to be too much. I honestly don't like it to be too much because I don't want to be looking golden, and right now it's very hot outside, so me of a gold nighter. So mommy, please, in case you're looking for somebody to sponsor, I'm available. I'm available. Mommy, I'm available. If you're looking for somebody to sponsor, please come and sponsor me. And I don't know, whatever the riot is on the wedding, I guess if it's that she's the second wife, if she's that she's the third wife, they'll be all right. I wish them all the best in their wedding. And none of all these things that I bought has a mirror. So right now, I'm just going to go down, pick my mirror, and do the big reveal. Anyways, I want you guys to rate this look over 10. What do you think? Did I do well without a mirror? So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was fun for me to make. I just really wanted to do something fun, something different from what I usually do. If you've not subscribed yet, see what I'm doing. Like, I'm going all out. So please do subscribe, share this video, and let me know your thoughts on Chef Danny, the Happy Boys, and the woman with 20 million naira wedding cake. And I hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget I have an international student series on my channel. Do check it out. I'm going to come back really to wrap up by just rating my makeup by myself. But this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Today, bye. Now let me go and look at the big review. I'm going to look at it in the mirror in my room. So let's go together. This is my honest first reaction to my face, and I must say, I didn't exactly do a bad job, except that this liner did not line. This eyebrow was definitely not eyebrowing, but yes, this is what you get for doing makeup. Wow. So what's going on here? Everything is just standing out on their own. One man. Anyways, this is what I look like. I know you guys have already seen it, and my honest rating for this will be a solid 5. What's going on with this? It will be a solid 5 over 10. I think I didn't do a bad job without a mirror. I just think a lot of things could have been well blended. And I hope you enjoyed this practical as I did, as much as I did. I love you all, and yeah, to this. Let me know, what do you think? Rate me. Even though I rate myself a 5, you can do better. You saw the struggles, you can actually do better. Anyways, bye guys.